Good evening, morning, afternoon, freaks and geeks. This is Railuge and welcome to Death and Taxes. I played the demo of this before. And this time I'm actually going to try to play this seriously.
Are you grunting?
I really love the intro. Oh, he's out of lemons.
Yeah, look at this.
I go buy lemons.
She wasn't doing it. She got scared because she
Guilty on count 3, assault by drinking. Guilty on count 4.
I love that.
Guilty on all 3 misdemeanor counts. I started crying as Kyle wrapped his arms around me.
He just saw the world burning.
Across the aisle, I heard Jennifer sobbing as her daughter was convicted on every single charge. Brittany's face crumpled as the judge thanked the jury and set a sentencing date for 3 weeks later.
Alright, so
And for the first time since this nightmare began,
I kind of like that. That is kind of cool.
Chandler called me 2 days later to discuss the sentencing phase. He explained that both sides would present
I'm gonna go with the fire one.
recommendations.
There, that's me.
Sentencing guidelines and the specific
Hopefully this it works this time.
The new spawn has awoken.
Something that would help the judge understand the full scope of damage beyond the
What
legal
a
violations. I spent the next week drafting and
momentous
redrafting,
day.
trying to capture the
I am
magnitude of what
honored
Brittany
to
stole
welcome
without
you
sounding
into our
vengeful or
world.
bitter. I wanted the judge
Spawn.
to understand that this wasn't about punishment for its own
Hang
sake.
on.
It was about acknowledging that what
Spawn
Brittany did
number
had permanent consequences.
7,
I wrote about the therapy sessions, the panic attacks when people take out
am
their phones,
fate.
the way Jenna's birth
I
photos are tainted by
am the
knowing hidden
keeper
cameras were recording.
of world
I wrote about
order.
fighting to keep my teaching job, about the memes that still
Where am I? What is
about the
this?
strangers who bought footage of my most vulnerable moment. I wrote about the autonomy she stole.
I don't much care for being just 7'5". Can I be fate?
Brian reviewed my
Another
statement.
ironic.
7'6".
Exactly what the judge needed
No.
to hear.
You may call yourself to be
6'7".
as that is what you are. Welcome to your new job as an overseer of Cosmopolis City Subdivision 4.
The judge asked if
Sun
I wanted to
County
read my
wine.
statement, and I stood on shaking legs. Walking
I
Nice.
know what you are thinking. And
looking
yet,
directly at Brittany as I
your
began reading,
assignment
describing
is
how she'd stolen the most
choosing
vulnerable
humans
moment of
who
my life
have to
and
die.
turned it into entertainment for strangers.
Standard
My voice
stuff.
stayed steady as I explained that I
As
can't
it
look
is
at
your
Jennifer
first
Lopez
day,
without remembering that
try to
hidden
get
cameras
to
were
know
recording
the
her exposed body. That I
and
flinched.
do not destroy
People
the
take out
world.
their phones around
Yes?
me. That I had to fight to keep my teaching job because
Gallows
parents saw
humor.
footage of me at
You
my most
see?
raw and broken. I
Right.
told the judge that Brittany didn't just violate my privacy. She chemically
Clear?
controlled my body to create content.
Will I get paid for this?
When and how my
Most
daughters
certainly.
were born. I explained that
The
strangers
contract
would see parts of me
stipulates
that even
that
my
every
husband hadn't
guest
seen from
gets
those
a
angles.
fair salary
That my crowning
based on
moment
their
became a meme
performance
shared by thousands.
accuracy.
I described the permanent damage to my sense of safety and
Marking
trust.
profiles
The way this
correctly
violation will be
is
with
the
me
most
forever,
important
even if all the
task.
videos eventually disappear from the
If you
internet.
mark more
Brittany cried
or
throughout my
less than
statement but never
necessary,
looked at me. Her
you
shoulders
would not
shaking as I laid out
get
exactly what her
your
crimes had cost
at
me.
all.
Demi stood
But I want to kill everyone.
podium as she unfolded her own
Errors in
statement.
secondary
Her voice
tasks
shook at
will
first,
reduce
but grew
the
stronger
total,
as she described
even
the
if
miscarriage
the
at 16
primary
weeks.
task
How
is.
Brittany had posed as a supportive doula while secretly
Execute
filming her most
it
devastating
correctly.
loss. She explained
Okay.
some of the footage 6
Remember,
months later on the same
The
fetish
fate
site,
of the world
discovering strangers
lies
had
in
purchased
your
and watched
hands.
her grief. The judge
Humans
leaned forward,
march towards
listening
the
with
great
Yeah, stick that up to
Demi
me, Dad.
detailed the
They
betrayal of trust during
always
medical trauma,
teeter
So
on
the
the
exploitation of
precipice,
pregnancy loss for profit.
creating
When Demi finished,
endless
she looked
chaos.
directly at Brittany and said she hoped prison
We
would teach her that
keep
human suffering
humans
isn't
from
intent.
falling off.
The courtroom stayed silent as Demi
We
returned to her
establish
seat
the
beside me,
equilibrium
and I squeezed her
and
hand while the
keep the
judge reviewed her
chaos
notes.
in
The
check.
judge spent several minutes
For
reading
that
her sentencing
reason,
guidelines
your
and examining
actions
the evidence finders
will
Brian had submitted.
have
She commented
consequences.
that the premeditation, the drugging, the pattern of exploitation
I was
across
bored to
the
Yes,
do
you
this.
were.
and the sale of intimate footage
Literally.
demonstrated calculated predatory
I will now
behavior
show you your
rather than poor
workplace.
judgment.
One
The
more
sentence came
thing.
down firm and clear.
This will be
12
your
years in prison with
7-day
possibility of parole after
evaluation
8,
period.
plus lifetime registration
When
as a
the
sex
week
offender
is
for the
done,
distribution
you
of
will
intimate
be
images without consent. Brittany's
assessed.
lawyer immediately requested the
1
judge
week
reconsider,
to show us what
arguing
you
the
are
sentence
made
exceeded
of,
the plea offer. But
Reaper.
the judge stated the aggravating factors warranted the higher sentence.
Time to go reap some
As
souls.
the words sank in. It was more time
Oh.
than the 5 years she'd been offered in the plea deal.
Oh, that's interesting.
15 years Chandler had pushed for.
My instructions for the day. Here are the files on humans who are in life-threatening situations within your domain. I am granting you time to settle in, so no difficult rules and requests as of today. Quota for the day. 1 human has to die. Send me the files by fax after you have made your decision. Good luck on the first day. I have a phone at least. Good for procrastinating and scrolling through Cocker?
Compiling Winter's documentation, the previous complaints about filming concerns that administrators had ignored, and expert testimony about standard patient privacy protocols. The hospital's legal team arrived with 3 lawyers and a defensive strategy claiming they followed all standard procedures.
Okay, so...
Blindly demolished that argument in the testimony. Winter took the stand and described the hidden cameras, reporting her concerns to her supervisor and being told to
Tecumseh Gold? Mr. Gold is a renowned professor of mathematics who enjoys challenging their students with nigh unsolvable equations. It's the best way to force them to be more inventive and creative, they say. Literally, they've stated tutoring a gifted janitor with a troubled past. Merrick Sparks. Merrick is getting old, but they've had a big hand in keeping the city council stable. Although a little too resistant to change, they know how to keep people at peace and resist the influence of political fringe groups.
The jury watched footage of my burden appearing on the hospital's promotional webpage. Her testimony about how quickly they...
Okay, so I gotta decide either the mayor or the professor.
Ryan's closing argument focused on institutional
You know what?
responsibility.
I'm sorry, Professor.
To protect vulnerable patients even
Confirm?
when it's inconvenient.
Do not ask me yet, please.
When they returned, the 4 women announced verdicts on all counts. Negligence in maintaining patient
And you will live.
retaliation against a whistleblower employee, failure to enforce their own no-filming policies. The damage award came in at $2.
I need to extend my shift. Why do they still use these?
Kyle and I would receive 1.5
Yes, confirm.
compensatory damages for the violation and its consequences, plus $800,000 in punitive
Oh, this is new.
meant to punish the hospital's deliberate indifference.
The Grim Office.
$1,000 for wrongful retaliation, and the career damage she suffered. The hospital's lawyers immediately filed notice of appeal.
Personal quarters, dressing room. I need a mirror for this.
Strong, and the jury's verdict was well supported. TLC made their move 3 weeks after the hospital.
I can't go to the...
Their lawyers contacted Brian with a settlement offer that included dropping all broadcast plans,
Oh!
paying an undisclosed sum for advocacy work, and guaranteeing permanent removal of all footage from their servers. Brian negotiated hard, getting them to add legal guarantees that the footage wouldn't be sold or licensed to anyone else, ever. The settlement
Okay, how do I enter?
years of advocacy work helping other victims, and I signed the agreement with relief that at least one piece of this nightmare was ending. Around the same time, federal prosecutors indicted the fetish website operators on charges of conspiracy
What ho,
to exploit
customer!
intimate images and
Welcome to
distribution of
Quartermaster
non-consensual
Mortimer's
content.
Plunder
The
Emporium.
business model had involved
As you may
recruiting
guess,
people like Brittany
I
to secretly
am
film
Mortimer.
vulnerable women during
The
medical procedures.
Mortimer.
As part
The
of
one you may
agreements
have
to
heard
avoid
of.
trial, the operators agreed
famous,
to permanently
nay,
delete all exploitative content from their servers, pay
Quartermaster.
restitution to identified victims, and cooperate with ongoing investigations into similar websites. Brian
Never heard of you
filed a
before.
restitution
Yes.
process.
I
They
once
warned the
scoured
actual
many
payments
sea
would likely
and
be
land,
minimal since the operators
alleviating
hid most of their
merchantmen from the
profits in
burden
offshore
of
accounts.
excess
6
wealth.
months after Brittany's sentencing, the Netflix documentary premiered. Tamara had spent those
Have my stuff here?
Aye.
hours of footage into
You're
the 90
visiting me Ultimate 3.
focused on systemic
The
issues
Emporium.
rather than just
Browse
sensationalizing
at your
individual
will.
trauma. She'd interviewed legal experts who explained gaps in laws protecting medical privacy, medical ethicists
Who wants to look like an
in vulnerable situations, and multiple
anti-
types of social media
Diluvian monstrosity? Besides, tentacles are extremely useful and practical.
respected our boundaries about what footage to include and how to frame our experiences.
Boo the germ.
documentary opened with statistics about non-consensual intimate image sharing.
I thought Boo was a hamster.
To examine how social
Perfectly regular-sized toy gerbil made out of rubber.
institutions often prioritize
Looking glass, gazing ultimately deep into the abyssal depths of the underworld. It reflects everything. Well, mostly just you. Alright, I have no money, so back to elevator.
thanking us for speaking out and demanding stronger laws. Several state legislators contacted us about drafting medical privacy legislation, and advocacy groups reached out about partnering on awareness campaigns. The response felt validating in a way I hadn't expected.
Ah.
Trauma was actually creating meaningful change. instead
Okay,
of
that's interesting.
The new death
I used
call.
part of the settlement money to
Well,
establish the medical privacy.
How was your
a
first
nonprofit
day?
providing free legal
I hate following orders. Okay, I guess.
Good,
Debbie
good.
joined as co-director,
I
and we worked with
understand.
Brian to create created a
may
network
take
of attorneys
time
willing to
to
take
get
cases pro
acclimated.
bono or at reduced rates. We
Everyone
developed
goes
resources
through that
explaining
phase.
victims' rights, step-by-step guides
Remember,
for reporting violations, and
lives
template
are
legal
on the
documents people
line.
could use to protect themselves.
I
The
see
work was healing in a way
exactly
therapy
one
alone couldn't
person
achieve.
perished
Every
today.
victim we helped
As
felt like we were
tough.
taking back power from people
Did
like
you
Brittany,
figure out the
turning our
best
violations
choice?
into tangible support for others. We hired a small staff.
At best, there was only 2 options.
Indeed.
6 months had
I'm
helped
glad
43
you are
victims
paying
file
attention.
complaints, lawsuits,
In
or
the
criminal
future,
charges
I
against
may
people who
require you
exploited
to
them.
make more
Some
difficult
cases involved
choices.
secret filming during childbirth like
Such
mine.
is the
Others involved
unfortunate,
non-consensual sharing of medical
indisputable,
procedures or examinations.
incontrovertible,
Each story reminded me how common
ironclad
this violation
law
was.
of
How
cosmos.
many people suffered in silence because they didn't know they had options. My
Nope, I'm ready for
relationship
anything.
Keep
with
your
Brittany
eye on the
slowly over
letter for
following year,
future
though it would
guidelines.
never be
You've got mail.
And keep up
She'd been
the good
devastated by
work.
Brittany's conviction.
A
struggling
new
with guilt
day
over missing
awaits.
warning signs, and grief
You
over
go
losing
now.
her daughter to prison. Kyle suggested family therapy, and after several sessions with just Kyle and his mom, I agreed to join. The
Yay.
therapist helped Jacqueline
How much
process
was that
her
mirror?
feelings without making me responsible for managing them. Jacqueline acknowledged she'd been defensive initially, unable to accept that her daughter was capable of such calculated cruelty.
Oh,
She apologized
'tis
for not
wondrous
believing me
marvel.
immediately, for making
Once upon
excuses,
me and me
for
crew
posting
sailed the
Brittany's
southern
bail.
seas and came
I
across
accepted her
an
apology, but
accursed
explained that
lighthouse.
trust would take time to rebuild.
Plundered the lot of
She
it.
respected that boundary
Even the
and
mirror.
focused on being present for Jenna
Built
without
the
pushing
freight.
for more
Useful
access than I was
tricks
comfortable
washed
giving.
ashore. From the
Gradually,
ship we
I watched her
rammed
become a
into.
devoted grandmother who showed up for Jenna's
Courage and all
milestones,
gold,
who
too.
babysat when we needed
Course.
help, who bought thoughtful
Aye.
gifts instead of trying to buy
A proper
forgiveness.
duty.
She attended Jenna's second birthday party and cried watching her blow out.
Okay, that's 200 and that's
I was
800.
learning to
Gotcha.
separate Jacqueline from Brittany's actions. She
Whee!
and punishing her indefinitely wouldn't change what happened. We'd never be as close as before, but we were building something new that felt sustainable.
Hey,
Victor got a
Dan,
new job at a hospital across town.
Yeah?
One
can you
with
tell
strong
Connor to
patient
come down
advocacy
here?
policies and a reputation for taking privacy violations seriously. The director of nursing had specifically
I can do a hat.
reading about the Wisconsin retaliation case, wanting someone with her integrity on staff. Winter threw herself into advocating for medical privacy rights, speaking at nursing conferences about the importance of protecting vulnerable patients even when it's uncomfortable.
I usually find hats silly, but I kinda like that one.
Understand healthcare systems from the inside and identify institutional
Come here.
barriers to reporting violations. We met for coffee every few weeks, and she told me that speaking up had been the hardest thing she'd ever done, but also the
yeah,
most
can you bring that
important.
trash can
She'd lost
closer to
friends
me?
at her old hospital who thought she'd betrayed the institution,
Yeah.
and the career
Come here.
disruption had been genuinely scary, but she had no regrets.
Yeah.
Her courage had inspired
I
other
forgot to give you
professionals
your
to
fork.
come forward about privacy violations they witnessed,
To see.
creating a ripple effect of accountability.
Mayor cuts ribbon in new mall. A flap. Crow News. Local maths professor found dead at home. Suicide suspected. They felt a lot of pain. Perhaps it got to be too much. Long time friend commit comments. Science Today. In-depth overview of the merits of nuclear power.
There's the Google bar.
Running the legal fund with Demi and watching my daughter grow into a happy toddler who had no idea what happened
Does
on
that
patients.
have like a
The
fingerprint?
trauma wasn't gone.
Yeah.
I still flinched when people pulled out phones unexpectedly.
How does
Still
that?
had nightmares about hidden
That's
cameras.
interesting.
Still felt a wave of
Donna,
nausea.
did you set up your fingerprint?
But I built a life around
You
the
should.
trauma that felt purposeful and
I
strong.
hope you found accommodations adequate. Here are the rules of the day. Follow them and you will be okay. I am handing you another simple task. I hope you found your accommodations adequate. Here are the rules of the day. Follow them and you will be okay. I am handing you another simple task. Quote for the day. One human with an engineering or industrial background has to die. Okay.
It's a tablet.
No, it's the screen, not the
Position stonecutter.
Even learned to break
The screen that you got. That
Draw heart cuts and carves stone blocks out of stone at the local quarry. That's basically it. There's very little else going on in their lives. Their dream is to visit some of the highest mountains in the world and maybe cut a tiny chunk of stone out of those too. Okay, so engineering or industrial?
Yeah, there you go.
Mitsumi was sentenced to community service at the Cosmopolis Polytechnical Institute after drunkenly assaulting a police officer. After gaining guidance from a local professor, they've started to reevaluate their relationships, confronting their past, thinking about the future. Oh, and I killed your professor. Oh, that's the janitor they mentioned earlier. That is funny. Safety inspector. Victor graduated at the top of their class and made a fast climb on the career ladder, becoming the chief safety inspector of a local nuclear power plant.
rough.
They have already spotted several mistakes, possibly preventing many accidents. Okay,
This one's extended version.
engineering or industrial?
Difference.
Pretty much
Use Google, I don't know.
some cutters industrial, right?
Oh, it doesn't do 3D models. It doesn't save layers.
Right.
It doesn't do multi-page projects. It doesn't do PDF. It doesn't do full length animation tools.
It's not bad.
What about IBS Paint?
Yes, I don't use that anymore because the brush is not work well.
Oh, if we pay for the full product.
It won't. The brushes are the same for Pro, and Pro does not really do anything.
Dang.
I've been using Acro.
I'm not using my. I used to use that one. So
I got new brushes.
it doesn't matter. I can do it one.
I find that to be funny. Alright.
Can you make comics on iPhone?
Yes, you can. Because it's setting to make colors.
Does it have layers?
Yes.
I just want you to do it.
Why?
Let's see how well I did.
Use it and communicate all site.
No, it's not.
Yeah, there's people used to chat on the national talk.
Really? How was the second day on the job? Good.
It's enjoying it. There's
Yeah.
volumes
So,
I can join
did you
that's
follow the
for
rules
chatting.
properly?
Is that what you
Maybe, I don't really know.
Everything
Yeah.
looks in
I
order,
also
as far
use
as I can
personal
tell.
cancers. That's where you
And
do
it is
work.
my job to tell these things. Continue the good work, and do not let tough choices get you down.
Bang, you're dead. Yeah.
Can I get it? Sounds great.
Great indeed. We could use more spawns with your attitude. Rest well. You will need it. See you soon.
The cat purrs softly. Can I interact? No? I love how he has like a yellow bow tie and the cat has like a blue collar.
I told her to take her back.
Yeah, I can buy a plushie.
Jolly Roger.
Oh, he has different stuff in.
Tiny abode with your visit.
Cursed gourd clothing can be worn for celebrations during the gloomiest time of the year. Religions of the eyes, those deep, soulless, empty, dark eyes. I'm tempted.
When I was young, my nerves, my
Okay, that's
muscles,
500.
they're all slowing down. And this thing is taking forever.
I'm gonna buy this.
A spooky tale if there was one. Stumbled upon a Gothic-like castle during me travels once. Seemed like good looting at first, but nay, a monster hunted them corridors. Head large and round, eyes shining like two lamps aflame. It was paralyzing. Never have I been so frightened of anything in my life. Turns out, it was the Baron who got the curse of the were-pumpkin. Only happens during full moons, though. And even then, only 1 month a year. So 'tis not much of a curse.
So stool takes longer to travel, and it dries out along the way. On top of that, the muscles that push stool out become weaker, and the nerves that tell the body it's time to poo.
I mean, sure.
All of that makes it very difficult.
Okay, I'm assuming it's a hat. No?
Wait, nobody's told me there are 2 rooms. Which way am I supposed to go?
I'm not happy about this. I don't want to babysit every day.
Is it?
Come over here.
It's the
I love having
face.
In that case, I'm on my way.
Now that I'm
Yes.
I get 10 months without periods.
Love it.
Once pregnancy starts, we're all left to wake up. Those hormones make the uterine
That's the devil, isn't it?
bodies together. She's pregnant already, so why am I still have to work? Having a little drink is so relaxing.
Hey, stop that! There's a child here.
If he can't handle a little
Young janitor revealed to be a hidden math genius, finds answers to a conjecture unsolved for centuries. Stonecutter crushed in an avalanche during a skiing vacation.
The kid look a little off.
I warned you, but you didn't listen. Now you see what happened.
Okay, that's it.
Wait, nobody told me
It's
there
so stupid now.
A new day dawns. You ought to know the drill by now, but just in case, here's another simple one. No special request today. Try to follow the rules and choose the appropriate profiles, then send them to me by fax. 2 humans have to die.
Really appreciate it. Thank you for supporting my small business.
Alright, let's see. Age 19, position axe thrower. Nikissa has never been partially sporty, but is gaining fame in the axe throwing community. Their talent for the sport was discovered in rather unfortunate circumstances when they threw an axe at a sheep thief 20 meters away, and it hit. They got out of juvie only a few years ago. Position sailor. Martin loves huge battleships. The bigger the better. Well, what do huge battleships have? Huge guns. Marty also loves those. Martin loves so many things about working on an enormous battleship that they can't even verbalize all of them. You're probably gonna go airplane pilot. Columba is a distinguished war veteran, these days working as a well-regarded passenger airplane pilot. They're happily married and have 5 children. As a hobby, Columbia is extremely interested in the history of religious buildings. Religious nut, he's gonna die. I'm kidding. I'm kidding! Oh, a philosopher. In her youth, Paula was a successful bank robber, finally getting caught after her 8th robbery. After spending a philosophically fueled 10-year prison sentence, they emerged with unique insights. They've been teaching at the Institute of Deconstruction of Central Cosmopolis University ever since. Ooh, he's a politician. Leo. So is that just hovering there? Leo has been in politics for over 40 years, and in that time they've worked hard on relaxing the government's meddling in the real estate market. Although nobody has found proper proof, there have been rumors that Leo has taken many bribes from a number of realtor agencies.
I'll show how I cracked it in the next video. Thank
Alright,
you
so
much once again.
gun fanatic dies. I'm gonna let you live.
They dyed the under of the dog fur so it shows up.
You know what? I'm gonna let you live with your family a little longer.
Did you notice that in almost every scene with people in them?
Yeah. Where's my food?
Inside out there is some representation of inclusion. For example, if you pay attention
You know what?
to the background of the scene, it's possible to see 2 people talking in sign language. Besides that, in several scenes, it's possible to see.
I don't know if the bribe is true or not, but I have a feeling that he's actually going to make a difference if I let him live.
We can even see visually impaired people walking. Did you notice that in almost every scene with people?
Giving my son jelly instead of juice.
I haven't seen Inside Out yet.
So is that the devil you keep communicating with in the morning?
Grim, my latest spawn.
Yeah.
3 days
Should
it
have
would be.
heated up before,
How do you
like the meat and cheese before adding the lettuce.
Fine, more or less. It's still a bit confusing. I feel hungry all the time. How is that even possible?
Probably some of the psychic residue left over from the creation. Making a death is not simplistic alchemy. Now, let me take a look
I
at the
detected
files
parts
you
when I
sent
broke the
me.
string out.
Right. Everything looks to be in order. You have followed the rules and marked the
Yeah.
correct amount of profiles. There really is not much else to say. You may leave. See you tomorrow.
Alright, can't wait for like a more challenging mission. 300. Let's see what's in the store. Hello, Pumpkinhead at your service.
On the ocean of quality merchandise.
Burn. Unholy Smokes clothing. I think I might. Dissolution. Killer reflects. So I'm living in oblivion. Is used to remove grievous mistakes, meaning it erases whichever mark you made on a profile. One use only. I can't afford that. Well, that sounds useful. Oh, you're here this time. Okay. Did you just turn around? Oh, you moved. Okay. All survived in a plane crash due to skillful efforts of pilot. Who needs rent caps? Asks longtime politician Leo Bojalski. The market will take care of things on its own. The short-sighted act of deregulating the real estate market puts everyone on a dangerous path. I should have killed them all. Facility and students at Central Hospitality University mourn passing beloved philosophy teacher. Dilmer's latest manuscript on the techniques of disbelief is to be published. Young sailors shoot self out of a huge cannon. Were they not blown completely to bits, you'd never see their norms. Oh. Oh, okay, the rules.
Yeah.
If you looked outside today, it rains. It has been raining for hours. Appropriate to
Yes. Make sure to
accompany the despondence within me. Well, here are some rules for you. 3 humans.
don't add any
Just-
salsa this time. I have heartburn.
Alright. Detective. Samurai has worked in the homicide department only for a few years, but has already shown great talent in solving seemingly unsolved murder cases. They're currently after an unknown serial killer who is suspected to be working for the local church.
What?
You...
Oh, poop. Just make it without tomatoes then.
Science teacher. Lita is the type of science teacher slash communicator who enjoys having their pupils do a diverse array of experiments. Some more explosive than others. No need to worry, they adhere to safety regulations, mostly. Shinja takes all the shifts at the coffee shop they're physically able to take, so they could afford to buy deluxe cat food for their 5 cats. It's hard to remove all that cat fur before coming to work, but so far it seems they haven't given any customer allergic reactions. Grim, I am watching. You should mark this profile to live. Okay. Ira is very irate. They're also exceedingly corrupt and prone to violence. Instead of being a professional border guard, they harass any people passing through the border zone and have to resort to stealing some of their stuff. You know what? Go. You are scum. Tally is the current president of Formosa, recently elected after years of working as a professor of economic theory. They are known for being critical of exploitative structures and pushing for more wealth equality. They have 3 kids and 8 grandchildren. God damn. I may have to die 3. Alright. So... you know what? You die in an explosion. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I know why. Cause you're a big fan of cats. But I have a feeling that she's going to kill someone of an allergic reaction. So no. And I'm sorry. It's like 8 grandchildren. Yeah, she needs to live a little bit longer. And that's it. I want to see his reaction to the cat lady.
Grim, there you are. Let us be quick. All the profiles are here, just as requested. Excellent work. Although you made an error with my test note. Such inattention is not commendable.
Oh, I noticed.
I do not fully understand what you are planning to do with these small and trivial acts of rebellion. You are mainly just making it more difficult for yourself.
Oh, go jump off a bridge. And your cat can just shut the fuck up.
Anyway, I am quite busy tonight, so you can go. Until tomorrow, Grim.
Alright, I should have like 600 now.
What ho? How can me humble and not at all adventurous self assist you today?
This resonator collates accelerated electromagnetic waves, which travel through the ether and then blast them at you. It's a radio. The annals of Conscience help track of any passing temporalities. It counts days in a month from 1 to 28. Those are all the days. All of them. I don't really need any... Well, I can't afford that, but I don't really need a radio. Let's just save money. That's an angel. Alright, I think that's all I'm gonna do for today, though. I'm gonna check to see what happens about the cat lady in the next episode. I've been wanting to play this for the longest time, so if you're excited to see what happens, subscribe. Click on whichever like button you think is appropriate for this video. And until next time, stay nerdy.